day.
And we are live. It is week 4, game number 2 of the 2021 NFL season. It is between the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Washington football team. We are at FedEx Field in Washington, D.C. Alright, let's go and see what I have to do.
We'll see Kyle Allen and the Washington football team taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the battle of the Beltway, Baltimore and Washington are underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his third season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
We've had dual threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown passes with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Here we go. It's a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they got to do a little bit better job of protecting it if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson for the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
It's fourth down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to put it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 3rd season from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them in practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player, and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Good job defensively to hold that to 40 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man inside, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A nice burst there. It's up about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Got him, and it's White. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go. But you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 1st down, Gibson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rain in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Coach always talked about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they listen.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a fresh corner lead. Both sides of the ball in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know, that tells me this is the game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball down, field and score. They also told them how it's going to happen. They're going to run this, we're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they get it done.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard screaming run. Behind the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will take it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore Ravens now 4-1 in 2020. They get the relatively easy win over Cincy Week 5, 27-3. The fourth straight time they've beaten their AFC North rivals. And the Ravens getting their first look at Joe Burrow. Really, they were the first one to totally tamp him down, holding him without a touchdown. And what was that you told me, Charles, the fifth time that a reigning MVP had taken on last year's #1 pick?
Yeah, like the previous 4 times, the MVP came out on top. In this game, going into it, when you look at those two playing against each other, it's almost like professional wrestling, belt versus belt, wasn't it? Think of the hardware both of them have in their homes that they have accumulated during their time. Not just reigning MVP versus #1 overall pick, but both former Heisman winners going head-to-head. You name it, that matchup had it. And now we got to take a look at what Baltimore has coming up. They go to Philadelphia, a short road trip next week before they get their open week in Week 7. And right now, this schedule's really good for Baltimore in terms of travel. I don't think they get on a plane for like the next 30 days or 40 days or so. So that's really a built-in advantage in a really tough season.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Jackson's going to be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Slide! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys come in and get down before the big hit occurs.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Wayne Kerrigan in on the stop. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll look to run with Ingram. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
This defense really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
come out in the pistol. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal for the 3. They'll run for it. It's England. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. England denied on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Jimmy Smith, the one.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen. But the man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a thing with the watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Letting go on that one, and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Nothing ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there on a first down. 32-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. That one slants to McLaurin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 15.
That's a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. That's a shake and bake, and the line of scrimmage got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-point drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Dustin Hopkins.
Off the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ravens take over at first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You just try not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
That first down completion only netted 3. Second and 7. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeAndre Jonathan Allen making sure his presence is felt.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple score, Brandon, and guess what? I just got pinned to earth back now and get upfield for the man.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They run. It's Mark Ingram. They had a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. But Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half for the third-year quarterback. These guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker.
So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Take it in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one. They move to James.
I've already known these runs individually.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McKissick. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties and the better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far. And once again on the last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Then you got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of offensively. That's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
8th play of the drive, forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Stepping, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Second and short now following the fumble. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And those are the things this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that somewhere while they're holding up the ball carrier can get in there, break it, and not get frayed. They need to get some takeaways as well.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. This pass complete, Jackson finding Andrews. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense wants to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He can run for it, and he will. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running. Ingram. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. With Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Yes, it's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they have designs of kind of moving their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone's seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You've got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they'll bring it down right around the 13. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback, trying to scheme someone open who make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Gibson credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game.
Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this away, it's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having into the arms of Snead. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. You don't need to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down.
Marty, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defensive play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Now a desperation. That's caught inside the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we think both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Well, there we have it, the Washington football team, the winners over the Baltimore Ravens, 14-0. I'm going to end this stream. I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. So please like and subscribe. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day.